You think 6 figures makes you rich. You've been trained to believe that the moment your salary hits $100,000, the clouds part. You buy the BMW, you get the house with the kitchen island. You finally breathe. But if you were living in a major city today and you make exactly $100,000, you are mathematically closer to being poor than you are to being wealthy. In 1994, a $100,000 salary put you in the top 5% of earners. You were the king of the block. Today, that same number barely qualifies as middle class. You aren't crazy, you aren't bad with money, and you aren't imagining it. The goalpost didn't just move. Someone stole the stadium. In the math, it gets worse.
To understand how we got scammed, we need to go back to the American Dream Starter Pack. Imagine waking up in 1998. Rent is $600, a movie ticket is $4.50. You can buy a house for the price of a modern Toyota Camry. If you made $100K back then, you had forget you money. You could fund a retirement, a vacation home, and a weird hobby like collecting antique spoons. Now, snap back to today. You got the promotion, you got the big salary, but your bank account is empty at the end of the month. You feel like you're drowning, but on paper, you're a high earner. It's the financial equivalent of running on a treadmill that's slowly tilting vertically. Here's what the government and the news tell you. They say inflation is transitory. They say a 3% annual increase in prices is healthy. They point to the Consumer Price Index, CPI. This is the official ruler they use to measure how expensive life is. According to the CPI, life has gotten more expensive, but your wages should be keeping up. They say, hey, TVs are cheaper than they were in 2005. Enjoy your flat screen. But that's not the full truth. It's actually a statistical lie designed to keep you from panicking. Because the CPI is a basket of goods, but who picks what goes in the basket? They do, and they love to swap things out. If steak gets too expensive, they swap it for hamburger in the calculation. If hamburger gets too expensive, they swap it for dog food. Okay, not dog food yet, but they manipulate the data to make the economy look stable. Because here's the part they never mention when they talk about your salary: the silent partner. Let's run the actual math. No feelings, just cold, hard numbers. You make $100,000. Congratulations, you don't actually see that money. First, Uncle Sam takes a bite. Federal tax, state tax, FICA. Depending on where you live, let's say New York or California, that $100K is instantly $68,000. You haven't spent a dime yet, and $32,000 is gone. Now, housing. The old rule was spend 30% of your income on rent. In a major city, the average rent for a decent one-bedroom is $2,500 to $3,000. That's $36,000 a year. Gone. Let's do the subtraction. $68,000 net pay minus $36,000 rent. You have $32,000 left. That's $2,600 a month for everything else. Does that sound rich to you? That has to cover student loans, $500, car payment and insurance, $600, groceries, $600. Have you seen the price of olive oil? Utilities, $200, health insurance deductions, $200. You were left with $500. $500 a month to save, invest, travel, or fix your car when it explodes. One bad weekend and you are in credit card debt at $100,000 a year. It's not lifestyle creep, it's survival creep. But the craziest part is still coming, because what I just described, that's the best case scenario. That's if you were single and healthy. This is where the system actually breaks you. Assets. In the 90s, the goal of $100K wasn't just to buy groceries, it was to build wealth, to buy a house. But while wages grew linearly, asset prices grew exponentially. Why? Because the Federal Reserve printed trillions of dollars. When you print money, it has to go somewhere. It didn't go to your paycheck, it went into assets, real estate, stocks, crypto. This created the asset inflation trap. A house that cost $200K in 2010 now costs $600K, but your salary didn't triple. So if you make $100K today, you are income rich but asset poor. You have cash flow, but you have no equity. You are a high-paid serf renting land from a corporation that bought the neighborhood while you were in college. This leads to a phenomenon called the golden handcuffs. You can't quit your job because your expenses are too high, but you can't get ahead because assets are too expensive. You are running at full speed just to stay in the same place. This is when everything cracked. The moment 6 figures went from a status symbol to a survival requirement. We moved from an economy where hard work bought freedom to an economy where hard work just buys you another month of solvency. And this is the part that still affects you today. It's not just about the money, it's what this pressure does to your brain. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill, but in this economy, it's the anxiety treadmill. When 100K is the bare minimum for safety, you live in a constant state of not enough. You feel like a failure despite being in the top 15% of earners globally. This changes your behavior. You stop taking risks. You don't start that business. You delay having kids because we can't afford it yet. The hidden impact isn't just a number in a bank account. It's a generation of people who are paper wealthy but life poor. We traded time for money, thinking the money would buy us time later. But inflation ate the value of the money, so now we have neither. So what do? First, stop worshiping the number. $100,000 is a vanity metric. It's an ego number. Real wealth isn't income. It's the gap between your income and your ego. The system is designed to keep you renting, spending, and working until you die. die. The only way out is to reject the standard life script. Live below your means, even if it looks weird. Buy assets, not status, because the government will keep printing money. Inflation will keep eating your salary. The new minimum wage might be $100,000, but the price of freedom, that hasn't changed. It just requires you to stop playing their game. So, are you building wealth, or are you just looking rich?